Bon dia. My name is Ramon Gonzales. I'm a policy officer in charge of e-government and digital public administration projects in DigiReform. And DigiReform is the European Commission Directorate General for Structural Reform Support. How we have a legal and a financial instrument that is the technical support instrument TSI. Using that, we provide on-demand and means that is upon your request, we provide the support. And typically it is done by receiving your request in October each year. Tailor-made, that means that we'll adapt as much as your circumstances as possible. And typically we provide this support for the design and capacity building phases of the reforms. We just published a staff working document, support public administration in member states to deliver reforms and prepare for the future. With this document, we aim at identifying the main challenges public administration across Europe should be facing in the coming years, and provide some guidance about how to cope with them. I'm here mostly because we'll run with you the National Smart Cities Strategy project for a year. Together with you, with a contractor, with experts from the Commission, and with experts from other public administration across Europe, we'll deliver the strategy plan and the strategy itself and the action plan for its implementation. And all of that we'll do using a co-creation methodology that means that we'll be discovering together instead of giving a complete solution from one of the participants. And I'm stop here. Thanks a lot.
Muito obrigada pela sua apresentação. Segue-se agora a intervenção de Serge Novaretti, gestor de políticas e programas na DG Connect.
Yeah, can you hear me? I'm not sure.
Yes.
Okay, buen dia. My name is Serge Novaretti from the European Commission, DG Connect. So I'm working in a unit dealing with smart cities and communities. Today we welcome as Commission, of course, for smart cities and communities. I will explain to you what we are doing within the Commission on the policy for smart cities and communities. In fact, we are supporting a movement which is called Living in EU. This movement is focusing, of course, on smart cities and communities in scope of, in relation with the European policy on digital. That means that we are looking to make the cities autonomy regarding I will come back. Sorry for the disruption. So we need to ensure that within the EU, what we call EU technological and data sovereignty. So for smart cities, that means that we need to develop what we call local data platform, because if you want to develop services in a city, of course, you need to have access to all data coming from Internet of Things, coming from service providers, users that are using the different services in the cities, and to put all those data in what we call smart city data spaces. And on top of that, we are focusing to help cities to be equipped as well with what we call local digital twin. So it's a replicate of a city where you can use data from the past, but also real-time data to simulate different scenarios. And this can help you, for example, to address the SDG and to help in the green transition. What is at the heart of Europe digital autonomy is the need for interoperability. So in a smart city context, interoperability is across the different domains within the city, being mobility, energy, waste management, water management, and so on. It's also among the different stakeholders that are delivering the services. But also we need to ensure interoperability across the different cities to be able to provide services not only within the city, but across city and also across borders. The other aspect is, of course, to avoid vendor locking, so to ensure that the city stay in the end in the leadership of their technological solutions, of course, while respecting all citizen digital rights. So it's why this movement, Living in EU, has been created thanks to the Finnish presidency in December 19. It has been created with different cities, representative organizations, and it is supported by the European Commission and by the Committee of the Regions. At the moment, we have close to 100 signatories. So the signatories of the declaration that is at the starting point of this Living EU movement can be signed by a minister at national level or a president or minister at regional level, depending on member state organization, and by mayors. The goal is to have a political commitment to all work together to ensure that what the cities are developing to deliver services to the public is deployed with interoperability in mind. I will say interoperability by design. So if you go to the Living in EU platform, you can download the declaration, which is called Joining Forces, Boost, Scaling Up Solution in all EU cities, but not only the capitals and the big city, because we are also working for communities, small villages, even rural areas. And there is a parallel event today, which is the European region for smart communities, happening in the region of Alentejo in Portugal, where we are presenting also two projects, Rural and Rural, who are helping the digital transformation of rural areas. Up to now in Portugal, we have in fact, 6 cities plus 1 region who has signed and joined the Living in EU movement. We have Lisbon, Braga, Porto, Fundão, Guimarães, the region of Alentejo, and Aveiro. So we welcome, of course, any new city. It's a movement, so this movement will grow. We are close to 100, and we expect to have more and more cities, regions, and member states joining and working all together in this digital transformation at local level. We are also developing, and this is my last slide, what we call a European interoperability framework for smart cities and communities. So you may know the European interoperability framework for e-government, so for public services. So it's dealing only with administration and public services. But in a smart city context, we have, of course, all the other domains. So now we have a document that will be published in June as a proposal for this interoperability framework. And the goal of this document is to help leaders, mayors, ministers, and to understand what are the benefits of interoperability and how to ensure interoperability when we develop a smart system, of course, to deliver services to the public and to make their life easier and also to do business in an easiest way. So my invitation today, of course, is to ensure that the strategy that we developed by Portugal, and I think this is also mentioned in the recovery and resilience plan of Portugal, where there will be this strategy for smart city will be fully in line, of course, and I'm convinced of that, of the Living in EU movement, where we have all open standards that are available, all information, and it's really working together, not for the city, but we are working with the city. And here we are only supporting this movement led by the cities, with the citizen at the center. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Serge. Muito obrigada pela sua participação neste Fórum Digital.